This is Politics NY with Sky. Schneps Media is asking each candidate running for New York City office in 2021 3 questions in 3 minutes. And I'm here right now with Josue Pierre, who's running for Council District 40 in Flatbush, Brooklyn. Josh, we just have a few minutes to get to know you. So please tell us about your background and why are you running for Council District 40?
Yeah, well, I came here when I was 5 years old. My parents came here, hardworking people, immigrants. They saved enough money to buy a home in Flatbush, went to underfunded schools that were crowded. But by the grace of God, I made it through to college, studied finance, and then I leveraged that career into working at the controller's office, where my job was actually financing real affordable housing across the city. And it's been a passion for me, knowing that we have people who were formerly homeless or hard hit by the housing crisis, getting into homes that they can live in permanently.
So you're taking that experience and running for office. And what would you say makes you the best candidate? There's like 10 candidates in your race. What makes you the best candidate for Council District 40?
Well, other than living a lot of the struggles that people in my community have lived, from immigration to housing to schooling to jobs, unemployment, and all these other things, my background is in finance. We know we're going through a financial crisis. Affordable housing, and that's one of the bigger issues. Having gone through the school system and knowing where it's failed me and where it's helped me along the way, I want to make sure that my nephews and nieces and other people's kids who are going through those same situations are far more successful than I have been and can take it to another level, and thus taking our community to another level.
Now, I know you worked at the controller's office. What got you into politics in the first place?
I would say it's more civic than politics. There was a homeless shelter being built in the local area, and the neighborhood had been flyered. My parents, for whom English is a second language, they charged me and my brother to go to the event, understand what was going on, and get back to them with what it was and how it was and why it would be good or bad for the community and what their stance should be on it. So I did that. But I also saw at that meeting how people who were there from the community didn't necessarily understand what was going on around them. And I was pretty young at the time, and I could see that there was a huge disconnect between my local community members who already spoke English and governments. And I wanted to bridge that gap.
And why run now?
Well, now I have the skill sets. I've had the experience in government. I've had the experience in finance. I've had the personal experience of what people in my community face. And I feel like that's something I could bring to the table, in addition to my activism at City Council, where I can be a voice for a lot of the people that are there.
Well, that's all the time we have at Schneps Media's 3 questions in 3 minutes with Josue Pierre, and I'm Sky with Politics NY.